Hello, my name is Lex, and I will be doing a book report over God at Work by, I believe, Gene Edward Vieth Jr. First, I wanted to start off by giving the definition of vocation, because this is really what the book touches on. Vocation is a person's employment or main occupation, especially regarded as particularly worthy and requiring great dedication, a trade or profession. So in this book, Gene really touched base on how to use your vocation. That God gives all of us a calling for a reason. No matter where you are, you can use that vocation to be a light to show people, or to show mainly non Christians, what Christ is. And the Bible says to be Christ like. At times, I would realize that I felt like I would have to hurry up and do things in this middle of my life so that I can get to my calling, so that I can get to where to do what God has called me to do. And this book really opened my eyes, and it pretty much Gene pretty much talks about how you don't need to wait, you don't need to hurry up and do things to get to that point, that you are at that point right now, meaning wherever you are, you can use your vocation. For me, I like to talk, I like to be a light, I like to cheer people up. And whether I'm at school, whether I'm at work, whether I'm just at the park, or wherever I'm at, to just use the vocation that he's already had for me, and use my calling where I'm at to be that light. Something awesome that I really found in the book was, or that Gene really talked about in the book, was that um, God, faith is for God, and works are for our neighbors. Faith is dead without works. So meaning, we can serve God as much as we want, and we can put all of our attention on Him, go 100% and do things for God. But if we're not doing things for our neighbors, meaning our friends, meaning our family, people around us that we may not even know, then our faith is dead, because God has called us to be that light. So Gene really touched base on that, and that's something that got me. Another thing I believe that I also wanted to talk about was, um, Gene believed that God rules in two kingdoms, spiritual and earthly. Spiritually, he brings sinners into life of faith, which he rules in their hearts. Earthly, he rules over everything he created, which is everything. Every one of us were created to be vessels for God, meaning us, he wants to use us to speak to others or show his grace and mercy. He may also speak to us through pastors or evangelists. So, at whatever point you are right now, if you have a coach or a mentor and God is speaking through them, soak in that information, but be like a sponge. Soak it in like a sponge, but then go out to someone that may not have a coach or mentor. Be a light, and you know how when you squeeze a sponge, you let the good stuff come out. Well, squeeze yourself onto others and let your good stuff come out, and let your light shine, so that they know what Christ is like. And before you know it, your actions could actually bring someone to being saved. So that's pretty much what I got out of this book, and I guess that is it.